Hey, let's stop icky energy and let's roll out here. Let's roll out here. Hold up, buttercups. I want to take a look at you guys' finances. Hey, hold up. That didn't sound right. I didn't mean to hit live, but I had already hit it, so, but I'm coming, I'm sorry. I gotta plug you in. And, my feet are like super itchy from outside. Kind of strange. There's something happening here. You know what song I woke up to today is what's that song where I almost just saying feel like making love, but that's not it. It's like walking around dead. I'll think of it. I forget the name of it. They play it every once in a while on the radio. Let me back you up. Oh, I just turned you onto my daughter's bed. That's filthy. How do I fix that? How do I fix that? I do this all the time. There we go. So let's do Libra, Gemini, Aquarius finances, because that's important, right? That's important. What deck do we want to use? Let's use this one. Let's get out of that energy. There's nothing wrong with that energy, guys. We all go through stages like that in our life, right? It's okay. It's important thing is that we take that type of life lesson and we turn our life around. Okay. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, finances, and I'm just grouping because y'all in the same situation. Financials are not, I don't want to get stuck on certain stuff. I just want finances, and because all your elements are meshing. I'm like around my ankles, super itchy. I hope I really didn't like just walk through like poison ivy and shit, showing you that snapper. Ooh, I just saw spirit. What's this? Hurt free. Minor scrapes and burns. That won't work. I was actually hoping that was like witch hazel. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, finances. Financial situations. It's freaking hot up in here. Do you know I was in the city last night? And it was not like New Hampshire. where I'm at. I'll tell you that. Like, I almost said pollution. The like the pollen and stuff. Like it's not. It's like breathing in the air was different. I gotta go back in tonight because I have an appointment. But I've had enough of the city. I don't know if you guys are feeling that. I mean, yeah. I want to talk about. I want to talk about finances. You might be, you might be starting something new. Others of you are definitely getting a promotion. You know, you go the page of water to the queen of water. But financially, to me, this is saying taking on a new job. Maybe it's in the city, country life versus city life, like maybe even like that type of job, right? Leave it, Gemini, Aquarius. Six of Fire. So it's victory, good news on the way too. Public recognition, rewards, projects, moving up, moving into things. It's that type of energy, okay? Sorry, I just had something going on in my head. Things look really good work-wise for you guys. You're content. Tell me about the page of water. Others of you are content in like a business, all right? Others of you are definitely, you travel for work, but others of you, some of you just bought a new car, but, well, you're looking to lease a new car. I never understood the leasing. My friend does that. And then it's court. Can you drive? I don't want to put too many miles on something. It's like, oh, you're driving me ape shit. But anywho, if it works for you, it works for you. This is just moving forward in a new job, a new position, putting your foot down. Oh, my hair's getting stuck. Hi. Something inspiring. All right. So we do have a group of people that are stepping into new jobs and new positions. Some of you definitely market, some of you work for the government, some of you court, like say you just got out of school and you're going into the courts. You're going to have a good job. There's something that's going to inspire you. Tell me about the Six of Fire. Work, finances, please. It's saving for your future. Some of you are traveling for sure. All right. But it's like others of you right now, it's like, where do you want to invest? And right now, it's some of you are just at a job where it's like, not really taking action. You're just kind of doing what it is you do to get by. I think if you look, what is that, Craigslist? I think if you look like besides like the papers or LinkedIn, like you don't need all that. Like people still advertise on Craigslist and does stuff like that. Like there's something here. There's like a new apprenticeship. There's something, there's management. There's something about management here. I don't know if you just took a management position or if you want to manage someone. It's like marketing, managing. but it's working with someone, right? It's taking action, it's giving ideas, it's being a team player. So I mean, it looks good. I don't see, it looks good, right? So I feel like there's a struggle with money though, and it's not, I don't see that struggle on my board. So for those who are kind of struggling with money, I'm going to pull a quick spread on you to kind of see what we're looking at, because some of you are like, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but I think it's all about you, where you're at in your life, you know, how you're looking at something. Those who are kind of like struggling. We got the Hermit. You could be isolating yourself from work. You might not be working. Your husband, your wife might not want you to work. They might want you to stay home and take care of the babies. So, but I don't think you're content if that's the case. Others of you, you know, the Hierophant, somebody's in the public eye. This could be politics, because this together could be the public eye too. You know what I mean? The Hierophant likes to be in the public eye, is good working with the public. So this was for somebody who's having trouble with finances. This is also saying, well, maybe with the Hermit, maybe you need to take initiative. You need to go and look for a job. You need to start help with the bills, like daycare needs to be paid, like that type of stuff, you know. I do see a scenario where the husband's like, it'd be the husband or the wife, whoever's more dominant, that's kind of like, you need to go get a job. And you guys tell me about the Hierophant. You're kind of arguing about it. Yeah, you're like, well, you're like, it's a lose-lose. I'd pay the same amount in daycare that I would getting a job. But to me, it's your own sanity. Like, I'm not agreeing with whomever's most dominant, but I will agree, I will tell you from experience that it is good to get out, even if you're just paying childcare. It's good to kibitz with other people too. You know, it's bringing life back to you. Fresh air. I definitely see some of you as introverts. That's like, but it's like, yeah, whomever's most dominant in this relationship is really putting their foot down. So I don't know if you guys are going to start arguing about that, but I think for your own benefit, tell me about the Hermit. I think it'd be a good idea for you to get out of the house, or, you know, start pitching in a little bit. Or some of you, this is spiritual work. You got the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Hierophant. Damn. Someone's stopping you. Someone doesn't like what you do for work. Someone doesn't like your thoughts behind spirituality. Somebody's just like, yeah, it's like, but it's somebody you're with, right? So say it's a husband or a wife, whoever dominates, right, is like, I think they look at you like you're foolish. Ugh. Very domineering, but you're powerful. I say go for it. You know, if somebody can't compromise in a relationship, why don't you just figure out, get to the bottom of it, do what makes you happy, right? Especially if you have children, especially if you want more for yourself. This is spiritual, and someone's like, do you got loose marbles? Are you ficking off your rocker? Like, I'd give them, it's your husband or wife, so you got to compromise. But like, this is stopping you spiritually. If there's spiritual work you want to do, right? Or something humanitarian, something like that. It's like this one's like, why are you so worried about other people? What about the babies? What about our family? Like, what about me? Like, this one's like, I need dinner at a certain time. Go do something with yourself over here. You let someone control this relationship for way too long, and now you're suffering the consequences, unfortunately. So it's kind of linked to love, but like, I don't want to link that. I'm just looking at, this is having a very good outcome if this is what's happening with you guys, especially when it comes to spirituality. I really think this Hierophant is more like your husband's, or whoever's dominating the situation, but to me, this is straight up spiritual work. You could be flipping tarot cards and they're just like, get out of here. This person's like, all right, go look in your crystal ball and tell me what it says about, who's paying the bills next month. Arrogant. It's like you are in a lose-lose with somebody like this. Or this was an ex that you just got yourself out of a relationship with, and now it's like you find yourself in that situation. Like, how do we pay the bills? How do we get to childcare? How do we get to daycare? It's that type of stuff. But you're smart enough to figure this out. Don't look at this as a lose-lose. And if you're in a relationship and someone's, domineering, don't look at it as a lose-lose. Like, you do what makes you happy because it's going to benefit your children and your family. You're dealing with somebody who's very conditioned, very jaded. So if you ask me, at the end of the day, right? You need some fresh air, you go get it. But it's almost like you got this one person, right? It's so ironic because I know whatever I have found myself in this situation where it's like you're raising your babies, right? And you get a job, and then because this person's like, oh, you want to be, he used to call me per se. You probably hate me saying this. His girlfriend probably go and tell him, oh yeah, he just said something about you. But anywho, it's life, guys, and I'm trying to teach lessons, right? So that's where I'm at in life. It's not about bashing, but it's like I've been in that situation where, why don't you get off your lazy ass? Mind you, I was never lazy. I was raising babies, right? We all know how that goes. But like, it's like you feel like it's a lose-lose because then you go and get a job and then this one just complains. Like, you're never home this work anymore because they can't handle pain. Like, they can't handle it. They don't have the mentality. Like, you have someone who knows how to nurture and play dad, right? But it's not someone who can do that 24/7 and be content with it. See what I'm saying? So it's like this one needs their freedom too, which is total double standards. But like, I've been here, and some of you, that's exactly where you're at. So I say you go out and you go explore what it is. You get a breath of fresh air. You're dealing with someone who's jealous too. Like, who are you talking to? Yada yada yada. Everybody knows everybody in this city. Everybody, so and so said this. Nobody knows how to mind their business. You're in a rock and a hard spot because it's linked to love and what we just went through too for some of you. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not bashing anyone. It's just, this is a hard way to learn lessons. You want to be with somebody who tells you you're no good, or it tells you, you're being lazy. Your ass is not being lazy. You take care of the babies. The babies are fed. They're content. You know what I mean? I don't see that problem there. The problem is the spouse. That's the problem. The spouse trying to be more domineering, and this one knows best. Well, you know just as much as this one. So it's time for you to put your hands up. You know what I mean? Stop allowing this one to control what you do as a ma, or what you do in your life in general, right? Because That's what's happening. This one's like, hold up, girlfriend, you're not doing nothing. Or it's exactly running circles. You know what I mean? It's that type of energy, you know. And again, it's I teach you guys through experience, and I went through that, and I've had situations where, you know, his girlfriend will go back to him and be like, oh, was she bashing you? I'm not bashing. I just, in order how I learned, and I know how some of you think like I think, and we work the same way mentally. I explain lessons like this. It's not bashing. It's both of you being in the wrong, you staying and dealing with it, and vice versa. You know, it's that type of energy. Everybody goes through that stuff. It doesn't mean that it makes someone a bad person. It's just, it's time to own up to you being your own person, and stop letting somebody, you know, dominate a situation in your life. You take control of that, especially when you play ma. And when you play ma 24/7, it doesn't stop for you. You hear what I'm saying? No matter how good of a dad, this one still couldn't do 24/7. You know? So that's someone's dilemma. And if you don't have a car, take the bus. If you live in the city, there's always outlets. Even if you go through the government to get assistance, just for you to get a fresher breath air, especially since you're expanding your consciousness too, because you're spiritual. See what I'm saying? Like, do what's best for you and the family in the long run. And if this one learns to compromise, great. But right now, this one's running the show. The masculine seems to be running the show right now, like stopping you, and you're like, yeah, okay, you know. But like, nah, baby, you don't need to work. Or maybe this one makes awesome money, and it's like, you don't need to work. But it's like, at the end of the day, this is you in the house with the babies. Even if you get to the park, or even if you have a shit ton of money and you're, you know, new housewives of Beverly Hills, and in the morning you go meet up with somebody and you have your coffee, you go to your gym, what is, stop letting somebody else rule the situation. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, you're just posting those family pictures to make yourself look fabulous, and at the end of the day, it's like, nah, you're still in this energy. That's not cool, right? It's not about bashing anyone in any situation. It's taking your own reins, taking your own life into consideration, especially when you got children, when you're raising a family too, you know, for those who are raising a family. So it's up to you, you know, if you want to get out of the house. I'm seeing a point where it's like, where you're raising the family, right, in your home, you still, it's like you're torn. Some of you are still in your sweatpants, your t-shirts. You get comfortable, you know. You're changing every day, you're showering, but like, you're not putting on makeup, you're not doing your hair. Some of you are and some of you aren't. See what I'm saying? It really just depends on which type of energy you're in, you know. Where it's like, you run to the store, and the same thing you were just in the house with, and you got dinner, and you got the little kids, little sticky little finger stuff all over you, and it's like you're throwing on your flip-flops and you're running to the corner store, not caring who you really run into because it's the neighborhood, right? But like, you want so much more than that. You're thinking about it. It's clear as day. It's that type of energy where it's like you're homebound, you know. It's, you need energy to flow through you. My advice right now, until you make your decision, is switch up the furniture, the paintings on the wall, you know. Get rid of some toys around the house, the ones especially they don't play with, the ones at the bottom of the toy box. Take the toy box, dump it out, wipe it down. Even curtains, you know, take the curtains that are in the bedroom, put them in the living room, switch it up. You got someone who's very jealous too, especially when you go out with your friends. But you're gonna be okay, all right? Yeah, you're gonna figure this out. You're way too spiritual right now not to figure this out, because you're soul searching. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna figure this out. So don't give up. Don't let this type of energy mess with you right now, because at the end of the day, you got babies, and you know you got to do what's best, right? So if you need to get out of the house and put them in daycare, then do that. It doesn't matter how much money this one makes, or XYZ, or whatever your situation is. Like, if that's part of the problem right now, put them in daycare, especially if you only got one car and he takes it to work, because the gentleman that seems to be domineering the energy, right? Do what you need to do. Take the bus. You'll figure it out. Or find a daycare within the walking vicinity. Even if it's winter, who cares? Bundle up. It's fresh air. See what I'm saying? Don't make excuses. Don't let your ride slow you down. That would be an excuse. Even though it's practical to think that way, guys, I get it. The practicality is here. But it's also being used as an excuse for those in that scenario. So there's that. We had another group where it was fine. You know, it was looking good. Dynamics were shifting and changing. So those seem to be at the forefront of money right now, okay? Let's do a poll on jobs that are just okay. And then we're gonna wrap this up. I want to do the extended, and I thought about just doing it now and having you guys just donate, but that thought went away. Maybe I'll think about it. Those who are just getting by. Those are just getting by. My air sign. All right, so something's about to come in, right? It's like being able to pay your bills, give and take. You're getting by. But you want something new. Bored. Making money, right? But like, you definitely want something new. So you're deciding, do I take a leap of faith? Do I let go of the job? Do I go in a new direction? If you're feeling it like that, do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're definitely being inspired. You're definitely being inspired. That's good. Yeah, you're definitely thinking about something new with the Death card here and the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords reverse. It's like you're not really stressing. You're not really stressing out. You're ready to let go. You're ready to let go of something and go towards something. So that's always good. And if for some reason you're in the energy of, do I take a new position? Do I not? I say go for it. That's on you. Even if it's a pay cut, it's basically what it's telling me is that it will balance itself out in the end. Could it take a solid year, like a whole cycle? Yeah. But in the long run, it's going to be what's more beneficial. In the long run, it's going to be more motivation. You know, happier going to work. You don't got a dark cloud over your head. All right. So if you have a new opportunity with work, I would take it. But that's me. And speaking from a spiritual standpoint, you know, a practical standpoint, it's on you. If you're not happy and work stresses you out, then, you know, common sense would tell you to take a new job anyway. But some people just don't look at it like that, you know. It's content. I can pay my bills. Why would I do that? Well, are you really, really happy even though you're paying your bills? Are you really, really, really happy? Or are you stressed out? How do you want to live? You want to come home What I mean, you want to come home and be that person about work, or you want to get yourself out of that and, feeling of yay, this is, not necessarily like exciting, but like for those who are in that energy, I don't know why it's in my water, but more like I can do this, like I'm happier. I think there's a pay cut here that's really bothering somebody, but I'm telling you, just give it a year. And I know a year, 6 months is like, seems like way too long, but it will be more, it will all balance itself out. So somebody's, I think was more worried about going in a new direction, but I think that's subsiding and you're going to go in a new direction. And if you choose to stay, then this is you inspiring yourself to look for new ways to improve a company or to improve whatever company you work for, because maybe you're really happy with that company, but you just need, it's not even advancement, it's just new ways. Maybe you're looking for new programs, softwares, So that's it. It looks good. All right. Love you guys. I'll be back later, Gators, okay? I hope you have a good rest of the day. No matter what situation you're in right now, my air signs, you're gonna push through, okay? You're gonna push through, and it's air, it's every element in all reality. It's just you're gonna push through. So don't worry about it, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you later, Gators. I'll let you know when the extended is ready.